Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making smoked herring. I did a voiceover, okay? So I have here my smoked herring. I'm washing it thoroughly. Then I'm going to boil it twice to reduce the sodium in it. When it's ready, I'm going to get a nice clean pot ready with some vegetable oil. And I'm going to fry up my veg in there first. So I didn't use all of the smoked herring. I boiled a whole package of smoked herring. So what happened, I decided I didn't want to use the whole package. So I take out some from what I boiled and I placed it aside and I put the rest away. That's going to be for another cook another time. So I have here some onion that I've sliced up. I also have here some bell pepper, red and green bell peppers. I'm going to use some garlic and then I'm going to also use some scallion in it. So let's get started, guys. Okay, so I'm going to add the onion to the pot. So I have the onion in the pot toasting, and now I'm going to add some red and green bell pepper. Next, I'm going to add my garlic. So I have my garlic pressed here, and I'm going to press the garlic. So about 2 garlic is good. I add the garlic that I pressed into the pot. So I have it cooking here with the onion and the sweet peppers. We're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes to soften nice. Then we're going to add the smoked herring. You can also add the smoked herring now if you want. Okay, so I'm going to add the smoked herring now to let everything cook together. At this step, I'm going to add a little bit of ketchup to the pot, and we're going to give this a good stir to incorporate the ketchup in every piece, every morsel of this recipe. We're going to let this cook and soften nice. You can add a little golden ray butter too as well. So while this is cooking, I'm going to add a little golden ray butter. And I'm also going to add my scallion. And that's it. I'm making a reduced sodium smoked herring dinner. So I'm not going to add any salt to this. The meat already have enough salt in it. I have here 2 bitter melon. It's also known as Karaili, or maybe in other countries it's known as other names. But this is very good for those who suffer from sugar, diabetes. It's also good for those who do not suffer from it as well, because it's a great detox. You can make a nice healthy drink with it, or you can fry it up and eat it with rice. You can eat it with roti. You can eat it with anything. So I'm going to show you here how I prep my bitter melon. So I'm going to, what I usually do, I take a spoon and I'm going to clean out all of the seeds, and then after I do that, then I'm going to slice it up nice and thin. You can slice it however you like it, but I like to do it nice and thin for it to cook faster. And I'm going to fry this up with some garlic. So this is the bitter melon that we had whole. I cut it and then I took the spoon and I cleaned the middle, and now I'm slicing them up very thin. I'm going to fry this with some garlic, a little bit of vegetable oil. You can use any oil that you like. I have vegetable oil, so I'm going to use that. Very light, maybe 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil, just to coat the bitter melons so it doesn't burn in the pot. Now that I finished cutting up my bitter melon, this is what it looks like. Now we're going to fry it. In a nice clean medium-sized pot, we're going to heat up our oil on medium heat. Then we're going to add some garlic to the hot oil and let it cook and toast in this oil so it can infuse. When it finally gets infused, this is what it looks like. Now it is time for us to add our bitter melon. So we're going to add all of our bitter melon to the pot and give it a nice stir once it's in the pot so that the garlic infused oil can incorporate it into every morsel of the bitter melon and you can get that nice toasted garlic flavor. So we're going to let this incorporate now. Give it a good stir. Make sure all the pieces are coated with the oil so it don't burn in the pot and it gets a nice toasted garlic flavor to it. After giving it a good stir, now it's time to season it with garlic powder. This is optional, but it also adds great flavor to it. You can add about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of garlic powder. That's your preference. That's your business. After adding the garlic powder, we're going to add some crushed red pepper flakes to the pot. And you can add as much as you want in this as well. But just don't overdo it. So this has all of the great flavor to it now. You added your toasted garlic infused in the vegetable oil. You have your crushed red pepper and the garlic powder. This have good flavor in it. But if you want to kick it up a notch, what I did, I added some salt. This is optional. I took about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and I sprinkle it into the pot. You can add more for your preference, but for those who do not like added salt, you don't have to add no salt to this dish. But if you want added flavor, you love flavor, add some salt. Okay, enjoy guys.